Alrighty then. Hello everyone. Oh, I'm so fast. Hello everyone. My name is Caden. Welcome back to more The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. I'm so used to saying Trails in the Sky for so long over the course of an entire month, it feels like, that I'm still not used to it. Last time we did some side questy stuff, and we also got saved by our two favorite bracers, Joshua and Estelle. Got to see them in action. Also got to saw that they did a interesting team attack thing, which hopefully we'll get to learn how to do soon. This time, so I've been foolish. I don't know how I never realized this, but I noticed something. I've got a gun. And I can insta-kill things that are lower level than me. So I can just easily run through this area, blasting everything for just some quick little bits of Sepith. Not a lot, but considering this is the base, this is the first area, I can just run through here. Remember, I can upgrade the speed of this high, I can upgrade how fast I can go through here through the options menu. And it's so easy to kill using Ellie's gun. Not to mention the others also have their own ways of attacking. Tio has this cool little blast thing in front of her. And of course we have Randy's swing, which I'm going to be real is probably the least useful one. But Tio and Ellie are going to be perfect for farming Sepith later. Once I can actually over level in areas that can give me more Sepith, hopefully. Or just in the overworld areas that have a lot more enemies and don't require me to have to use multiple loading zones to get as many kills as I need for Sepith and everything. Now, I would have tried this over in the east area, but I noticed something interesting during my time farming. We'll need to leave via the city's southern gate if we want to get to St. Ursula Medical College. Well, we should head down towards Station Street from Central Square. Thanks, Lloyd. Anyways, apologies for my little tangent there. What should we be doing this time? Well, first off, we got... I think I can turn in... I did a little bit of farming as per usual, and I think we can actually turn in another side quest potentially. Let me check what items I have. Fish fillets are the item I need, right? Yeah, 4 fish fillets and 5 monster eggs. Yeah, we can do it. So let's go in here. First off, we need to speak to Bennett first, apparently. Is Bennett the girl? Just on the off chance that I'm wrong.
Oh, so you guys, did you get the ingredients?
Here you go. Excuse me, here are the ingredients you requested.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Now I can finally take down Oscar once for all.
I figured we should lend her a hand with how rough a time she was having, but did we really do the right thing here? It'll be fine. Competition will just make them better bakers in the long run. And now, let's give Oscar... Did someone order fish fillets and... Fillets? I'm an idiot. Fish fillets and monster eggs. Thanks. You guys really saved my hide. I knew I could count on you, Lloyd. You always had my back when I've been in trouble ever since we were kids. You're telling me Lloyd's always been like this? Figures.
I assumed he was, judging by his overly soft-hearted nature. Let's cut him some slack. We are talking about Lloyd Bannings here.
I don't know what I did to deserve these backhanded compliments. Come on, loosen up. This ain't you a good guy is all. Oh, hey, you should try out some of the bread I baked today. Consider it on the house today. Appreciate it, Oscar. We'll make sure to pick up a loaf later. We're gonna head out now. Good luck with your apprenticeship. Don't need it. It'll be a piece of cake. Eyeing for ingredients complete. Alrighty then. So we got that side quest done. Now we can actually do a hidden side quest now, apparently. Assuming I didn't screw up. Let's go down over here. Hmm? Hi there.
Hey, it's a special support section. It's been a while since we last saw you guys.
About a week, I think. So what's up? Actually, what's the deal with the kitten?
It looks fairly young. Maybe about 6 months old, if I were to guess. Are you her owners?
We were roaming around West Street all alone. We think she might be lost. She was pretty weak, but we made sure to give her tough food. And look, she's as good as new. Aren't we amazing? But... Wait a minute, why don't we just ask them to help us out, Ryu? Not them. You know we can't do it ourselves.
What's this all about?
Actually, there's a request we'd like to make. Mind yours out.
The special sports section listened to Ryu and Henri's story about finding the kitten. And then...
To summarize, you would like for us to find her true owner.
Please do. She was wearing a collar when we first found her. We took it off because it looked like she was suffering when we first found her, but it should mean that she has an owner. Yeah, she doesn't really seem to like us all that much either. Probably because she has no idea who we are.
I imagine her real owners are worried sick by now. We should try finding them for the kitten's sake.
Do you have any clues as to who the owners might be?
Yeah, about that. Henri here was thinking it might be a kid. The collar looked handmade. Doesn't that seem like something a kid like us would do?
Yeah, I can see that. I guess we should narrow down the search to households with kids then. It cuts our list of potential suspects down quite a bit, at least. Either way, it's your call, Lloyd.
Well, we're probably gonna end up being late to St. Ursula, but let's try and look for the kitten's owner for a bit. First of all, we should probably take the kitten with us.
Is that wise? She's quite feeble at the moment. Don't you think it would be a bit hard on the poor thing to bring her with us?
I have just the solution for that. Mind letting me hold her, Ryu?
Oh, sure.
Okay, come here, girl.
Come here, little baby.
Lloyd took the frail kitten in his arms and gently placed her inside his jacket. There we go, all tucked in. Pocket cat. This should work, or we should be able to walk around safely, at the very least.
What's this? Who knew you had a way with animals?
I admit, I'm impressed.
Well done, Lloyd.
So let me get this straight. You think it'd be best to assume that the owner is a child, right, Henri?
Yeah, probably. And since we found her over near the residential district, her home might be somewhere over there.
Either way, our best bet is to focus on residential communities. Right, everyone? Imagine we were just allowed to, like, suddenly leave. Leave, like, the sound. I'm half tempted to do it, but I don't want to do that. So, I'm supposed to have a fast travel function? Or it might be canceled right now because of my, I'm sorry. Whoops, I have a cat. I don't know why that's so funny to me. Anyways, let's go to the residential district. Let's see, down here. Hello? Looks like a little girl lives here. Let's see if this might be our match. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment?
Could I help you with something?
We're with the CPD, and we're conducting a small investigation. Do you happen to own a cat by any chance?
No, we don't. Sunita, sweetheart, do you know anything about this?
I don't know anything. I'm busy reading a book with Father, so can you please go away?
Swing and a miss.
I recommend we extend our search in the neighborhood. You're right. There's a chance we overlooked something, so one more round wouldn't hurt.
Well, let's just leave.
Look.
Huh? It's a child.
Mary! Oh, Mary! Where'd you run off this time? Mary, come out!
Didn't we talk to that little missy earlier?
so that's this little girl that's been going out on her own.
Yeah, what's going on though? She's acting sort of strange. Child?
Oh, that sweet child. Where's she gone off to?
Excuse me, are you searching for something?
Yes.
Are you looking for a kin by any chance? One like this?
Produced cat from pocket.
Mary! Oh, thank goodness you're safe. Oh, you silly girl. Where'd you run off to?
I suppose that makes matters easier then. You must be her owner, right?
Not exactly. Mary's actually a stray cat.
She is stray, even though she has a collar.
Mary may be a stray, but she's still mine. That's why I went and gave her a collar.
Huh. Can't say that. Saw that one coming.
The truth is, I wanted to keep Marie at my house, but my father would never allow that. After all, Marie tore up all Father's important work papers. I saw her do it. Marie came in through the window and took an afternoon nap in Father's study. And after she woke up, she tore all of his papers to shreds. I'm so sorry, Father.
I think it would be better if you had explained the situation to your father as soon as it happened. The kitten sped off somewhere once you finished ripping up the documents, right? So you started searching for Marie because you were worried about her.
I'd say that's case closed then. Those were quality deductions, Lloyd.
Oh, I suppose kittens will do as they please, huh? Damn near impossible to get them to behave how you want, I bet.
Yeah, you're probably thinking that there's no hope of keeping Marie at your house. If you love her so much, then why not try explaining the circumstances to your father?
That'd be best. Don't worry, we'll be there with you. Let's go speak to your father together, shall we?
You've been wanting to keep a kitten? Oh, so that's what this has all been about.
Huh?
I've been worried about how peculiar Sunia's been acting for a little while now. She kept running off on her own without giving us even a hint of where she was going. Cat may have torn up my documents, but I suppose they weren't that important.
So that means you aren't mad at Marie, Father? Can we keep her then? Please? Please?
Yes, of course we are. I'm happy to say we've added added a new member to our family. However, Sunita, it's your responsibility to take care of Marie. Got it?
Of course. Thank you so much, Father.
No. Well, I'd say this case is solved.
I call that one happy ending.
How sweet. Her father clearly loves her very much.
Agreed. And I can tell the little kitten is just as overjoyed.
However, Lloyd, it was unnecessary of the police to escalate the issue as far as we did, correct? I had you confused for a bracer rather than a detective.
You got me there. I guess this case did end up being a bit of a public service. But we call ourselves a special support section, don't we? I'd say these kinds of tasks are right up our alley. Anyway, that's a wrap. Shall we head out?
Yep, gotta get a meow on. I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna kill you, Randy. Anyways, let's go turn in the side quest we've got. I haven't been back here in a while. Actually, that gives me an idea. If I haven't been back here in a while, is there a chance I could... Anything new here? Freaking most expensive jewelry. Hi there.
What's this, police badge? The ones that caught Fabio and the others. For real? You're screwing with me, right? You're just a bunch of kids.
Pretty safe to assume this building belongs to the Mafia.
I think we should leave. It'd be a bad idea to provoke them.
Provoke for smoke. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. I was gonna... Let's go ahead and turn in the side quests. You've been promoted with a spirit badge. Alright, in that case, let's take a look at what the spirit badge grants. The spirit badge prevents faint and gives 15 defense. Yeah, I'll take that. And you can have lighter, I guess. Also, when I was fishing, I got a proxy puppet. Revives on KO once and breaks. Nice. I would arguably want to put that on Ellie, because Ellie, I've noticed, is kind of like the healer of the group. It's weird that... No, Ellie is definitely the healer of the group. Ellie is the healer... I've been trying to identify, like, what kind of, roles do each of the characters kind of occupy. Best guesses I can make, Lloyd feels like the... first off, let's do with the easier explanation ones, actually. Ellie feels like the magic healer, feels like the magic-using healer. Tio feels like the magic attacker. Randy feels more like your heavy-hitting, but bulky character. Well, Lloyd is kind of the opposite of Randy, where he's the fast and quick and evadey character. Also, Lloyd also got a new a new craft. Encourage. Area large, strength plus 25%. Encourages allies, raising morale. Could be pretty helpful for Randy and Lloyd. Not so sure about the other two, but it could be helpful. What else? I need to look at the guide. I'm going to try and... One thing I think I'm going to try and do from now on is I'm not going to rely on... I mentioned before that I had two different guides. One which is like a main story guide, like overall guide for things. And the other guide was for side quests only. I think I'm going to only pay more attention to the side quests guide rather than the story guide, which means there are again, this isn't 100% playthrough. I did mention this before, but I might as well iterate it again. This isn't 100%. At minimum, I want to try and get side quests 100%. I feel like that's most important to me. But things like books or like little mini games on the side, like the casino stuff, I don't really have 100% care in that. Not that I think it's bad, it's just it's not my style of things. If it interests me, then that'll change, but at the moment, I'm mostly just concerned with getting like side quest stuff, because side quests in particular are the things that give the most interest to me. I'll probably still occasionally look at the other guide. I'm not going to get rid of it. It's just I'm probably not going to rely on it as much. AKA, we're not going to do every single thing that the overall guide shows. Because I want this to be my playthrough. Also, I'm just now noticing there's a quick save function on here as I'm speaking. How am I so blind? Anyways, after my rant there is done, I think we're ready to head on out to move on towards the hospital. Let's go and save one more time. I think we're ready. All right, let's head on back over to the Ursula Road. You can also go say hi to Joshua and Estelle one more time. I wonder if Joshua and Estelle will become party members. I don't think... There is a non-zero chance of that happening, I feel. It is 100% possible. It's not guaranteed, but it's definitely possible that they could become party members, I feel. Or maybe even support members. I wonder if they're still looking for Ren as of... One of the things that was mentioned during the third game was that Estelle and Joshua were looking for Ren because they want her to be a part of their family. So I wonder, is them being in Crossbell a part of that? Do they want to try and find Ren in Crossbell? It'd be interesting if that's the case. Also, it sounds like the game is saying that Estelle and Joshua aren't as strong as Arios. I don't know how much I freaking believe that. Considering what we know of Estelle and Joshua, I kind of doubt anyone's as strong as them. Anyways, let's go ahead and explore here for the treasure chest, because I didn't grab any treasure chests. Hello, fishy. Reviving Balm. Did it just get a lot brighter out here? It did. There's a treasure chest back this way. This one, I think monster chests in general just now have a unique design for them. Yeah, they do. That's a lot of fish. Fish! Fish! What to do here? I do want to try and kind of save the a CP for a potential Shining Palm encounter, but there's also no guarantee that's gonna happen. I like making things harder on myself now, don't I?
ドライブ開始さてと援軍任せろ
Ow!
The fish burn.
Swinging him. This is actually going exceedingly well, all things considered. No, this is actually going very well, all things considered. I'm rather surprised. I say that, and I'm about to die, I feel. Oh, nope, we're fine. Easy peasy. Rune cloth? Thanks, actually. I need to get that out of my chest. Off my chest, sorry. Also, what are you doing here?
Look how clear the water is. Looks like I was right. The highway is way better for walks than the city streets. Did you guys come out here for an afternoon stroll as well? It's not every day you see people skip the bus in favor of walking.
The bus is broken down, madam. We got a chest over here. You know, that was honestly my own fault. I kind of deserve that for not just walking into him and starting a fight. I kind of just wanted to screw around, and this is what I deserve. I earned that. That was just my own fault. Impede 1. This tree didn't impede you from seeing me.
Yep.
I noticed this area has some interesting new, different enemy types here, specifically bugs. Ooh, team attack. Give me that. Kill. How are you not dead? Perish. Tinkle earrings. Amongst chests, it's not what's on the inside that counts, but what's on the outside. Part of that sounds slightly depressing. Oh, the bug. EB charge? If that's Stargazer's tower, does this make me Tower Gazer's chest? That is a cool tower over there, honestly. Now, oh wait, hello. Earth Sepith. All right, nothing here. Ah! I just want the chest, okay? Let me open the chest!
任せて私の番ですドライブ開始俺の番だな
Kill me!
そこです俺の番だな行くぜ
Ay, ay, ay. Bunch of Sepith. You know, I used to work at St. Ursula's Medical College for a bit, but I quit because I couldn't stand their uniforms. They were just so tight around the chest. Thank you, game. Alright, it seems like we're at the hospital. I still want to learn how to do one of those combo attacks. Yep, here we are.
Good morning. Welcome to St. Ursula's Medical College, so I'm sure you know us as Crossbells Hospital. Are you outpatients? If so, just head into the hospital lobby.
Wow, this is a nice little area.
So, this is St. Ursula, huh? Even from here, I can tell this is one impressive place.
St. Ursula Medical College. As the most distinguished general hospital in Zemuria, it is famous for medical research.
Wow, I didn't realize it was that well known. I guess it must get a lot of visitors given how frequently the bus line runs here.
St. Ursula was originally founded with help from the Principality of Vermipheria, a country known for its advanced medical technology. I've heard the hospital even frequently accepts patients from neighboring countries.
You see that nurse walk by? Oh, damn. That's a sight for sore eyes, alright. Randy, someone's in a good mood.
I've been here several times, but we always travel by car. It was quite the trip on foot, wasn't it?
Dio?
I'm sure you're tired after all that, huh? No, I'm perfectly fine. It was a shorter walk here than our trip to Amorica Village.
Alright, just don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Understood. There's no need to worry about me. More importantly, shall we go and see that friend of yours, Lloyd?
Oh, right, I almost forgot about her. Lloyd, let's find her pronto. I'm afraid to ask why you're getting so excited, Randy. Whatever, talking to Cecile first should make our investigation go quicker. Let's ask for her at the reception desk. Hell yeah!
That sounds like a good plan. Shall we?
Damn it, Randy.
Hello. Oh, you just got a bunch of stuff now, don't you?
Antibacterial mask. I've got a lot of Sepith, by the way. I should probably just give 100. Get a bunch of cash that I could use real quick. Just buy one of these, I think. I should buy a bit of insulating tape. A bit of eye drops. Mint drops. Stimulants. Sedatives. That'll do.
Here at St. Ursula, we put a lot of consideration into the nutritional value of our meals. One of our specialty meals is our homemade beef stew. Would you like to learn how to make it yourself?
Well, thank you.
So that turns into that, oh, that makes sense.
Is she studying in the middle of eating?
I believe so. It looks like a biology textbook, judging by all the photos and dissections.
Ugh, that's nasty.
Something tells me I would not want to read something like that while eating a meal.
Nice. You do you, buddy boo.
It's clean, clean. Cling-a-ling. This is a nice little area. The theme here is also... The music here is also just pretty nice. Kind of calming in a way.
Hello, are you looking for someone by chance?
That's right. We're looking to meet up with a friend who works here, so we're heading to the front desk.
Is that right? Well, in that case, you're going in a completely wrong direction. You'll find it in the lobby on the first floor, right down the way you... Just right down that way should get you to where you need to go.
Oh, really? Thank you, ma'am. Chief Ursuline. Thanks. Visitor and outpatient lodging. Speak with the superintendent prior to use of rooms. Can I also rest here? Also, resting in an area is expensive. I don't think it was ever that expensive in the other games.
Oh, Granny's okay.
You have to forgive him. Sometime I'm in the bathroom. Alright. Let's not keep it waiting any longer. Let's go see the Cecile. Hello? We looked out. Doesn't look too like it's too crowded today.
Yeah, the waiting room is usually packed with people. Unless you're asking for Cecile at the front desk.
Right, they should be able to call her here. Hello there.
Welcome to St. Ursula Hospital. Do you have an appointment or are you here to visit someone?
Neither actually. I'm Lloyd Bangs of the Crossbow Police Department, Special Support Section. We came here as part of an investigation we're conducting.
I see, so you're with the police. This investigation, is it related to the monster attack?
Yes, ma'am. We received a request from the CGF to assist. We'd like to speak with everyone involved in the incident, if possible.
Oh, of course. The hospital director isn't here right now, so shall I call on the nurse administrator for you instead?
Well, actually, someone I know works here, and, if she isn't busy at the moment, I'd like to see if she could show us around.
He sounds very nervous.
Of course he's nervous. We're about to call a gorgeous nurse here to give us a personal tour of the place.
I think that only applies to you, Randy. Lloyd!
Cecile, I assume, right?
Holy crap.
She's so pretty. Beautiful. Oh, Cecile. Good timing. These police officers just arrived. They come about the investigation.
Hi. Sorry for visiting out of the blue like this. I, probably should have called first. Cecile, are you crying?
I've missed you so much. Welcome back, Lloyd. It's been a really long time. Too long.
Yeah. I'm sorry for not visiting sooner, but I've been caught up with work and... But anyway, isn't this a little much? It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh, who cares about that? Now give your big sister a hug. You've gotten so tall. You're about the same height when you left for Calvert.
Well, I have had 3 years to grow.
Well, this is, so sweet. I'm starting to feel ill.
Damn you, Lloyd. How dare you hide your beautiful Cosmos sister from me?
Shut up, Randy!
Let me properly introduce myself. I'm Cecile Nuez. Oh, you three are Lloyd's co-workers, right? Yes, my name is Ellie McDowell. Teal Plato. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Ignore this guy.
Randy Orlando. That was the name. I assure you the pleasure's all mine.
It's nice to meet you all. I'm such a scatterbrain. And here I was thinking that Lloyd brought his girlfriend to pay me a visit.
Cecile, what are you talking about?
I mean, you've been gone for almost 3 years, right? I'd hoped you'd make a girlfriend or two that you'd introduce me to. Oops, are you actually dating one of them, but trying to keep it under wraps because you're co-workers? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to let the cat out of the bag, Lloyd.
Cecile, please.
So which one is it? Ellie? Tio? Oh my, you aren't dating both of them at the same time, are you?
Cecile, I'm not dating them.
Does that mean you're dating him? Well, I've always tried to be an understanding big sister to you. Don't worry, you got my full support.
How'd this turn to Randy? No, I did not swing that way.
Well, she certainly is interesting.
Oh, everything about the sleigh is just wonderful. Even that ditzy personality of hers.
Randy, I'm going to kill you. Ahem. Anyway, Cecile, we're actually here about the recent monster attack.
Yes, that's right. I already received permission from the nurse administrator to tell you everything. It happened exactly 1 week ago. That night, one of our residents, Lighton, was assaulted by some monsters. However, there was something odd about it. The CGF reports mentioned that the possibility it may have been a misunderstanding on the victim's part. Is that what you were referring to? Exactly. It seems that the CGF weren't completely convinced by his account. No, I don't know the specifics, but I heard Lighton was attacked on the roof.
Roof? The roof? How's that possible? Yeah, we're talking about wolves here. So, how exactly did the wolf get on the roof?
Well, you see, the hospital roof is a terrace, complete with its own garden. The entrance to the research ward is up there too.
Gotcha. So to sum it up, it ain't in a place you'd ever expect monsters to show up.
Yes, that's a conclusion the CGF ended up reaching too.
So in that case, the question becomes, how the hell did the monster get up there?
But considering they asked you to investigate further, it seems they weren't satisfied with that answer.
I don't know, Cecile. Honestly, I don't think they're expecting that much out of us.
Always so modest, Lloyd. I read the Crossbell Times, you know. I could tell from that just how hard you guys have been working.
Oh, are you talking about the case in the downtown district?
Are you telling me they actually made us look good for once?
They might not have outright stated it, but the message was clear. On top of that, a couple of those boys wrapped up in the mess were hospitalized at St. Ursula. I heard a bit about the situation from their friends while their friends came to visit them. Believe it or not, they kept mentioning that they owed a lot to you for.
Huh, really? So we are getting some good reputation around here.
I'm glad we were able to help.
Oh, you're gonna make me blush.
I can see your head swelling before our very eyes, Randy. Let me think. An interview with Lighten is probably a good place to start your investigation.
Yeah, if you could introduce us, that'd be great. Also, I'd like to investigate the actual crime scene if possible.
I don't think that'll be a problem. I'll show you both to Lighten's room and the roof.
Are you sure you have time for that, Cecile?
Oh, don't worry. It's no trouble at all. I'm on break right now, actually. First, we'll head to the second floor of the hospital. Follow me, everyone. Thank you. We appreciate it.
We'll follow you anywhere you like.
Randy. Oh, seems like everyone's really hitting it off with Cecile. Especially Randy, who I'm going to slaughter at this rate.
In this wing of the hospital, we have rooms for patients on the second and third floors. The resident you're looking for should be on the second floor. I'll show you to his room.
Appreciate it, Cecile. I was half expecting Randy to just sit still.
This should be the room. There are other patients here, so try to keep your voices down, okay?
Sure thing. We just need to listen to his account.
Shall we then?
Shall we indeed?
Things seem to be progressing well. At this rate, I may even be able to discharge you as soon as tomorrow. For real? I wouldn't lie to you about that. Once you get out of here, prepare yourself. I have 100 Torms worth of work stacked on my desk waiting for you to tackle it.
Dr. Gunther, come on! Way to kick Mammoys down!
Lacerations, bruises, and a sprain. Hardly anything major. You'll be fine in no time. Besides, you've been resting quite a lot. You must have a surplus of energy, if anything. Yes, I'd say you should be able to work 10 times harder than before.
This is cruel and unusual, Doctor. Are you a sadist or something?
Given the amount of work I have to deal with here, I'd say I'm close to a masochist.
That's a very interesting thing to just admit to somebody, but okay.
Good grief. What in Ios's name are you two talking about?
Hi there.
Oh? Nurse Nuez!
What's the matter with you two? Talking about that sort of thing here of all places. This is a hospital. What if a child heard you?
Sorry about that. Whoops, fair point. Oh? Do we have visitors?
They're officers from the CPD. They wanted to speak to Lighten directly about that incident, actually.
Oh. So that's what you're here for. I should have guessed. I suppose you don't need me here for that, so I'll be on my way. If you do happen to need me, I'll be making my usual rounds.
Thank you, Dr. Gunther. And don't even think about trying to sneaking out to go fishing.
I would never. Excuse me then.
Bro's the laziest doctor? Well, that's not my business. Though I am concerned why he has a portrait. Who is that?
That was Dr. Gunther, one of the associate professors. Though he's an excellent doctor, his priorities are rather questionable.
You must be Lighten.
Now then, Lighten, are you feeling well enough to answer some of their questions?
Sure, I don't mind, but... Didn't the CGF already come through here for their own investigation?
Sorry about that.
Why are the CPD doing one now?
Well, unfortunately, the CGF has hit a dead end. Because of that, they asked us to assist with an investigation of our own.
Okay. I guess this must mean they thought I was dreaming that or something. Or maybe they figured I had the worst possible episode of Sleepwalking? No, I know that can't be it.
Lighten, could you tell us what exactly happened last week? If possible, start from the very beginning.
Yeah, no problem. It was late, and I just finished slaving away on my research paper. You see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who's notoriously hard to please. After hours and hours spent staring at those damn pages, I found myself a bit woozy once I got up from my desk. It sort of felt like I was on a high, honestly. I went outside to get some fresh air, and that's when I heard it.
A growling? Oh, what the? Oh, what the?
Then I don't remember much after that. The next morning, the janitor found me on the roof, passed out and torn up. I was immediately taken to one of the hospital rooms and treated, which brings us to now.
You know, right out the gate, you're telling me that they dismissed you because they couldn't prove anything? And yet, you were found torn up on the roof? I don't know about you, but I feel like that's proof enough to tell you that something very unnatural happened and that you need to really go deep in the investigation. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But anyways, he was attacked by a bunch of wolves on top. Now, it could just be because maybe the game's trying to keep it ambiguous, but if we're to assume that those silhouettes are an indicator of some sort, those didn't look like the same wolf that we saw last time when we were riding with purple hair, whose name I, for some reason, can't remember all of a sudden. But point is, it wasn't the same wolf. It looked like three different kinds of wolf. It looked like three different wolves of a different kind. Strange. Thank you. I think I have a general understanding of what happened now. The question is... I know I'm probably more than likely jumping the gun, but I can't help but admit, when I saw those wolves, there was something that immediately came to mind about how they looked. Something that kind of reminded me of something, which was the Intelligence Division. Back in the first game, when the Intelligence Division was our major threat, it kind of reminded me of the whole wolf situation that we had, the whole monster situation that we had there, where there were a bunch of times when there were just wolves that were attacking different places, and it turned out the reason for that in that game was because they were trying to attack Agate. They were trying to attack those that had like a lead on the Intelligence Division. But this is obviously something different, but it does make me somewhat think of that. And what that might mean to, and what that kind of says to me is, could it mean that something similar in a way is happening? These wolves, are they part of somebody else's, like, entourage or something? Like, under somebody's command? If that's the case, then someone's sending out these wolves to attack people.
So I take it you didn't get a good look at whatever it was that attacked you? Not really. It's a bit embarrassing to admit, but apparently I passed out from shock. What I can remember is the sight of blood-red eyes, white fangs, and a coat of blackish fur.
Again, this description doesn't match up with that other wolf that we ended up seeing in the cutscene. That wolf was more like white and blue, almost. So that means there are two different kinds of wolves going about. The white and blue one, which, honestly speaking, I can believe that. If I had to take a guess what that one is, that's probably the Divine Wolf that was mentioned earlier. Or the one that the village elder mentioned being kind of like a sign of things to come. That was probably the Divine Wolf. And that one's probably not actually doing anything bad. What's actually doing bad things are these black-furred wolves, which seem to be maybe part of somebody's, like, under somebody's control or something. Like somebody's like just got some form of animal controller, just has animals they have to fight, or I don't know.
The CGF asked me if I thought I was wolf-like, and I told him yes, but I was never 100% certain.
I see. Where exactly were you wounded?
On my right shoulder. It was covered in fang-like marks that made it look like I'd been bitten by something. But strangely enough, all my other injuries were just bumps and a sprain. If I had to guess, I'd say I was knocked down to the floor after I got jumped on, but...
You're wondering why the monster stopped there? That is strange. He was just attacked seemingly once. The wolves could have easily killed him. Very easily, in fact. Wait. There is one other thing that I'm wondering. Earlier, he mentioned a certain something. He mentioned, you see, this particular research paper was for Dr. Lago, who was notoriously hard to please. He mentioned a research paper. I have to wonder, do you happen to have that research paper still? Or has it gone mysteriously missing since the attack? Am I right?
Yes, exactly. Isn't it strange that I wasn't torn to pieces?
Why would he just be attacked and not killed? Again, I have to wonder if that research paper maybe has something to do with it.
On top of that, it happened on the roof. I swear when I told the CGF people that, they looked at me like I'd grown a second head. The only conclusion they could come to was that I'd somehow staggered onto the highway and ran into a pack of monsters.
But you were discovered unconscious on the hospital roof, were you not?
That's true. Maybe I panicked, ran up to the roof, and then passed out. It's not impossible, I guess.
No, I don't think so. I think it is impossible. You clearly remember going up to the roof. You're lucid enough to remember that. I doubt that you would suddenly just... It sounds to me like this guy only started forgetting things after the actual attack itself. I don't think there's any doubt in what he says before then in that case. Meaning, I would believe that he probably did get attacked up there. Surely there's something up there that proves he got attacked, right? Surely they'd leave something. That may be a little too far-fetched.
Oh, Lighten. You're the only one who can ask for details. How will they get to the bottom of this if you don't have any confidence in your account?
I'm sorry, I just don't know. And as unlikely as that explanation is, it's better than none at all, isn't it? So I figured it makes more sense that I'm just not remembering things very well. I mean, wouldn't it be even worse if it was true that monsters could just suddenly appear on the roof?
I understand how you feel, Lighten, but think about it like this. If you actually were attacked on the roof, we need to make sure that doesn't ever happen again.
Thank you for your help, Lighten. I think we'll go investigate the scene of the crime now.
Of course. Thank you for looking into this, guys. If you can figure out what happened, we'll be able to keep it from happening again, so good luck.
Let's go check out that roof. I'm very curious.
So a guy head up to the roof from here, yeah?
Yeah, let's go see for ourselves where Lighten was attacked. Cecile, are you still okay on time?
My break is over pretty soon, but I can at least show you where he was found.
That'd be great, thanks. It said the roof, I would just imagine go up. It looks like over here, yeah? Judging by everything we've heard, the scene of the crime is around here, right?
Yes, supposedly Lighten was found collapsed in front of this bench.
That matches the report, too. Oh, that's the research ward, isn't it?
That's right. All of our doctors and residents do their work there. Do they perhaps perform experiments on dangerous monsters in there? Of course not, silly. The most exotic thing in there is a greenhouse where plants are used for research are grown.
How interesting. You sure there's not some sort of dark underbelly? Thanks for taking the time to show us around, Cecile. For now, I'd like to perform a sweep of the area until we figure something out.
Sure, I'm always happy to help. Well, good luck on your investigation, everyone. Be sure to turn over every little stone you can. We will. Thank you for showing us around.
We'll have this solved in no time. Look forward to good news.
Well, okay guys, like I said, I think we should conduct a thorough sweep before anything else. The monsters appeared on the roof. With that assumption in mind, I want us to focus on pinning down their point of entry.
That's a smart plan. Narrowing down the possibilities seems to be your favorite method of investigation.
Well, let's get to it.
Oh, hello.
Definitely wasn't here.
Yeah, not with all that water below. If they really are wolf-like monsters, climbing up from here would be near impossible for them. They came from behind him in some fashion. Here?
Lloyd, what about here?
Looking at the terrain, it's definitely not impossible for this to be the point of entry, but even then, I still think it's too high up. Yeah, fair enough. No. What about here?
Seems unlikely they came in from this direction. If they had wings, that would explain a lot, but I doubt that's the case. Take a look at this. You think the monsters might have gone in through here? Normally you wouldn't be able to jump up here from that floor. However... with the boxes there, it might be possible. It's quite high, but I suppose they could have jumped up from the portico. If that's true, they would have to have been able to jump up an entire floor upward, not once, but twice. Either way, I think it'd be pretty difficult for them to get up that way, so let's put it on the back burner for now. Hold off on anything. Oh, I can actually go in here. Probably best to let her sleep. Oh, it's that picture of Cecile Guy and me. If that's here, this must mean this is Cecile's room, right? No. Ah, you want me to take a look at the containers. That's what the game's getting at. Yeah, I was thinking this is the best way they could get up. Alright, we should probably climb up here and check just to be safe. Randy, mind giving me a hand?
You got it, pal.
Let's go! Yeah, I'd say it's possible. Top of the boxes are covered in dust and strange markings. Upon further inspection, it's clear that they are paw prints. Bingo! Here we go. We found our entry. Bingo.
Yeah, those are definitely from a monster. Looks like paw prints to me.
There's our lead. So this is how they got up here. And that means there are probably more prints around here then. The probability that they gain entry through here is extremely high.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so we found a way of them getting up here. That being said, it doesn't explain why they would go out. Actually, that makes it even stranger, doesn't it? Because that means these wolves would go out of their way to completely climb up there just to attack the one guy, this one random dude, and then just leave him be. That's all this amounted to. The guy was just one single guy with 3 wolves would have climbed all the way up here just to attack a single guy and then do nothing with him, aside from just attack him. Why?
The spot doesn't look too high up from the ground. You should probably let the hospital know so we can stop them from coming in here again.
Yes, I agree. So does this mean we're done with our investigation here? Yeah, but there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Why they even want to come up to the roof in the first place? And why were Lane's wounds as light as they were? So admittedly, there has been a very slight theory that I've had ever since this whole thing started. A bit of a far-fetched one, but the more I think about it, there are certain things that might slightly make sense, potentially. I'll go ahead and just say it. Werewolves. I don't know why, but it feels like there are certain things that might add up for werewolves of all things. Here are a couple things I've noticed. First of all, when was the first attack actually done? The first attack was done via the whatchamacallit. The first attack was done on the full moon, right? Then there's the fact that the tracks were very... think back to the tracks in the first area. They were in the village, but they also were not outside the village. They couldn't find any way out. Now, before I assumed that was the divine wolves, maybe they have some sort of power that allows them to get out unnoticed.
But I don't think the Divine Wolves are the culprit anymore, because I think that light blue wolf, that light blue and white wolf, I think that one's got to be the Divine Wolf. And that's different from the wolves we're talking about here. I don't know. Something's just... It's very odd here. We have a lot to figure out.
さすがにそれは
I suppose only the monsters themselves would know the answers.
Sounds about right. What we got should be enough to round out the CGF's report, though.
Should be. For now, let's report back to Cecile before we return to the city.
そうね
We still need to think her
報
too.
告のお礼を言わなきゃ
Back to the nurse's station then. I'm down for that.
Again, there's still a lot of oddities here. Where is the nurse's station, if I might ask? Cecile. Cecile was it from came from this room or this side? Ah, here we are.
Oh, hello there, everyone.
確か警察の
You're those police officers, right? How's the investigation coming along?
方はいかがですか
My iPad's having a stroke right now. I'm noticing. We're just about finished, actually. Also, I was hoping to let Cecile know what we found, Miss Nuez. Miss Nuez, I mean.
Oh, is that right? It's just like Seal said.
Come again?
I've heard lots of stories about you, Lloyd Spanning.
最近
Seal hasn't been able to stop talking about you since your big homecoming. And now I understand why. You're so cute.
Me? Cute.
鼻の下
Why are you blushing, Lloyd?
ま
My word, Lloyd. We're on duty. You're just as bad as Randy. I do not want to be compared to that man. I am not blushing and I'm nowhere near as bad as Randy.
Hey, man, chill. Let me show you how a real pro does things.
I do not want to know things from you. What are you...
You know, babe, if you ask me, you're the real cutie here.
Huh? Me?
Oh, but where are my manners? The name's Randy. And you are?
Philia. I'm Philia.
でランディさん
Do you work with Lloyd, Randy?
I sure do. I'm a certified boy in blue. So, for our meeting, how about you join me for a little party this weekend? This guy will be there, of course, and you're free to bring some girlfriends too. Now, doesn't that sound like a good time?
Wait a sec here, Randy.
It's definitely tempting.
たまには
I like to let my hair down every so often, so I'll call up some of my friends and see who's available.
Oh yeah? Call them all up. How's Garante sound? That's my go-to bar in the city.
卒がない
He has quite the silver tongue.
さすが
I suppose his claims to being a ladies' man were all talk after all. I'll give him he's got something. We came here to report to Cecile. How did it end up like this?
Oh, I've got to be the luckiest guy in Crossbow. Having a few drinks with an angel like yourself, is more than I could ask for.
An angel, huh? I'm afraid I'm just a regular nurse, Randy. Are you okay with that?
No problemo. Besides, you brought that uniform. Hell, every lady here ain't too bad if I'm being honest with myself. But you, babe, you drive me crazy.
Oh, Randy.
おや
Ain't too bad, hmm? Goodness me, I think I'm going right in the face.
Oh boy.
Hello there, Martha. Don't act all innocent, Missy. Do you remember to take your temperatures this afternoon? That was your job, right? Out this weekend, did you somehow forget that we're overseeing an incredibly complex surgery? Oopsie daisy.
ごめんなさい
I'm really sorry, Annie. It looks like we're gonna have to reschedule. See you later, everyone. Perhaps you'd like to spend the weekend with me instead, hmm? I'm sure I'm angel enough for you, no?
Of course. Let me just double check my schedule. You're up, Lloyd, tag in.
Why am I up? Randy, please. I'm terribly sorry about it, ma'am.
Well, what's done is done. So, how'd you investigate you on anything? It must be if you're here for Cecile.
Yes, ma'am. We just finished, actually. We found a few leads, so we wanted to give her a rundown of everything.
I see. Around this time, Cecile should be checking in on that girl. I don't think it's necessary to use the intercom to page her over. how about this? Why don't you guys go to Cecile and give her your report in person? She should be visiting one of our patients in the father's room on the 3rd floor.
Are we really allowed to go in the
patient's
patient's room?
We won't be interrupting. Of course not. The young child she's looking after is hospitalized here under special circumstances. I'm sure she'd love to have some visitors, so it'd be nice if you could say hello while you're there.
Sure thing. We'd be happy to.
So he wants to keep the kiddo company for a little bit, huh?
That's right. Thanks. I appreciate it. If you'll excuse me.
Theo?
Alright, a special patient on the 3rd floor, you say?
That's an elevator. Not there. Oh, hey. Hey, Cecile.
Oh, Lloyd.
Hello there. The nurse administrator told us that you were working up here. But, are we interrupting?
No, not at all. These are the people I was telling you about, Shizuka.
Shizuku? I remember hearing that name earlier, but I can't remember where.
The police officers of CPD, Defenders of Justice.
Defenders of Justice?
I think you might be overselling us a bit, Cecile. Thank you for everything you do, officers. My name is Shizuku McLean.
McLean? We're glad to help, Shizuku. Wait, hold on.
You said McLean?
That's right. It was something that was mentioned around McLean. Are you like a younger sister or daughter?
The name definitely rings a few bells.
I'm sure you've seen it in the papers plenty of times. You see, her father is none other than Arios McLean.
So you're his kid? Seriously? What's she doing in the hospital, though?
Divine Blade of Wind.
That guy's got a kid?
Do you all know my father?
Well, I guess you could say that. He helped us out in a tight spot a while ago, but we haven't seen him much since then.
Is that so? I know my father can be a bit blunt sometimes, so I hope he didn't do anything to offend you.
No, definitely not. Honestly, meeting someone as accomplished as him pushed me to be better myself.
He certainly didn't mince his words, but it was clear he's a dependable man who truly cares about people. You have a wonderful father, don't you, Shizuko? You really think so? Oh, Shizuko. You're always such a daddy's girl, aren't you? So, whenever he comes to visit, you're so shy. You should just let loose. Say stuff like, I love you, father, and give him lots of big hugs, okay? But Cecile, that's embarrassing.
I would imagine that workaholic getting smothered by his daughter, huh?
Agreed. It's quite hard to picture. By the way, we might have a lead for your case.
Yeah, what's up with the kid, though?
Shizuku tells me she knows something out of the ordinary that night.
Really? She did.
Well, I remember the night Lion was attacked. I was having a hard time falling asleep, so I stayed up reading my Braille books.
Oh. Oh. She's blind, isn't she? I was wondering why it looks like she has her eyes closed all the time, but I thought maybe that was just a character design decision. No, she genuinely just has her eyes closed because she can't see.
And all of a sudden I heard a scream.
Really? What happened next?
Well, I was curious what was happening, so I opened the window and listened very carefully. I didn't hear any more screams, but I did hear something that sounded like heavy breathing. Then after a few minutes, I suddenly heard a thumping sound. Almost like someone was jumped. And, that's all I remember.
Interesting. Did you tell the CGF all of that, too?
To be honest, I thought I dreamt the entire thing. I only realized I had when Cecile told me what happened. I'm so sorry, everyone. If only I'd said something earlier.
Nah, it's alright, kid. No, it's fine.
We appreciate you telling us, Shizuko. Anyway, the statement supports the clues we found during our investigation of the roof.
Sure does. And that scream sure must have been laying right before you fainted. And those sounds afterward could have been the wolves panting as they jumped on the box to escape.
Oh, and there is one other thing. Though I might just misheard it.
It's okay, Shizuko. Even the smallest detail might be an important clue.
Okay. There was one more sound I thought I heard when all those other sounds were happening. It was kind of like a faint whistling coming from somewhere in the distance.
A whistling? If the wolves are being led by somebody, it could have been a return call.
Whistling.
It was some kind of specific noise these monsters make.
Shizuko, have you heard that particular sound before? No, I've only ever heard it that night. I must have misheard it after all.
If it's a whistle of some kind, it might be some kind of return call for the wolves. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyways, thanks for giving us your statements, Shizuko. It might end up being the clue we need. Cecile, are you ready to hear our report? I think our investigation here has helped make the truth a little bit clearer.
Yes, of course. Wait, Shizuko. I'll see you around Shizuko, I'll see you around dinner time, alright? Okay. I hope the rest of your shift goes well, Cecile. And good luck with your investigation, everyone.
You can count on it, Shizuko.
We'll definitely come by and visit again, okay?
What a cute kid. I just feel bad for her, though. Is she really blind? Cecile, that girl.
Yes, she lost her eyesight in an accident several years ago.
Damn. So she really is just blind.
Fortunately, there's hope she may regain it someday.
Oh, hey. Really?
She's been staying at St. Ursula and undergoing treatment little by little.
Well, that's good to hear.
It must be very difficult for her. She's a brave girl. Since the Bracer Guild keeps her father busy, she gets quite lonely here. Yet despite that, she always has a smile on her face.
Man, I just feel bad for Arios at this point. This whole time, like... I mean, the dude is always swamped with work, and yet he doesn't complain a thing about it. Apparently, Michael said that the dude took on 100 requests in a singular month. And then he's also got a daughter that's blind from some kind of incident that happened. Dude can't even go see his own kid. I just feel bad for the man at this point. Let the dude take like a year break or something. Let him just take care of his kid.
I'd really appreciate if you four could be her friends. I'm sure she'd like that too.
Of course. Of course, Cecile. We'd love to.
She seems like a lovely girl. Certainly wouldn't mind spending more time with her. I feel the same.
Leave it to me, Cecile. I'll use every bit of my charm to keep that smile on her face.
Thank you, everyone. Now, back to business. I take it you figured something out, right? Mind filling me in?
Huh, yeah. You may want to move those boxes.
So the monster's gone through here then.
It still doesn't explain their behavior, but at the very least we know how they got in. Right, we still don't know what compelled them to do it. The hospital should take some precautions for the time being. Just move all this stuff inside or something.
I agree. We'll have to improvise. It may be possible to set up some kind of fence to keep the monsters away.
Either make the fence bigger or move all this stuff inside. That's what I would say.
Yeah, that should do the trick.
You would need something sturdy that can be easily set up. Does the hospital have anything like that? I believe we have something amongst our outdoor equipment that would work. I'll talk to the chief and see if we can get it installed soon.
Sounds good. That should at least keep the... There we go! That should keep the hospital safe at the very least. At the very least, it should lower the chances of them getting attacked again. Well, our job here is done.
Good work today, guys. Thanks to you all, everyone at the hospital can work worry-free.
Nothing to it.
We didn't do anything that special. All we did was figure out how the wolves got in.
Hey now, if not for you, we would never have known how to prevent something like this from happening again. If you keep this up, then before long, the SSS will be on the front page just as often as Arios. I guarantee it.
You really think so?
Hell yeah, we will.
Thank you for the kind words, Cecile. We will do our best. I'm glad. Lloyd, when you're able to take some time off, let's meet up, okay? I'd love to go visit his grave together.
Yeah, we should do that.
Oh, one last thing. When I see you next, make sure to tell me whether you're dating Ellie or Tia, okay? I'll have to congratulate you on getting your first girlfriend.
I told you it wasn't like that.
Oh, I didn't mean to leave out Randy. Just let me know, okay? Whoever it is, you have my full support. How many times do I need to tell you?
Hey, if you'll make Cecile happy, I'll my...
What? That's about the wildest confession I've ever heard. I mean, sure, but man, how much of a simp do you have to be in order to have a boyfriend for someone else's sake? I don't know. That's about the wildest confession I've heard. Well, I'm mine.
I'd love to talk more, but I'll have to excuse myself here. Take care on the way back, everyone.
We will.
Thank you for everything.
Randy. Oh, I think I'm in love. Bro, you proposed to me in order to get her approval.
Warm, reliable, open-minded. She seems like an amazing person, Lloyd.
I'm glad you think so too.
We may not be real siblings, but she's family in my eyes. That reminds me, Lloyd. What exactly is your relationship with her?
Huh?
I'm a little curious too. You say you're not related, but I've never seen you act like such a little brother.
What are you implying?
Damn you, Lloyd. This whole time you were getting babied by a babe like her. Ugh, I'd like for you my fixes any day. Please switch wives with me. Come on, man.
Randy, when we find the wolves, I'm feeding you to them. You know that is impossible. Actually, I think it's about time we drop this whole pointless conversation and head back to the city. It's already evening, and we still have to put together a report for today's investigation.
He dodged the question. Yes, quite blatantly at that.
Curse you, Lloyd. She's totally my type too.
Can you guys stop talking behind my back? I'm right here, you know. I hate you all. Okay, in that case... Apologies, I need to... Taking a look at some... Be smarter to take the bus back. Okay. Just gonna check the, Okay then, should we wait for the bus? According to the schedule, the one's supposed to come in 15 minutes.
That's more inconveniences for you. And they got them coming all the way till 11 p.m.
The fare is really cheap too. I recall that the city is managing the buses. Given the pricing and the schedule, I can only imagine if they make a profit though. You have to remember that the hospital is important to everyone in Crossville State. Given the high demand and room in the state's budget, they must have enough merit to fund the service. That makes sense.
Being able to visit the hospital this easily is definitely something to be thankful for. For once, we actually get to ride the damn bus. I can't believe it. This is the first time we're actually getting to ride this damn bus. Alright. So that's 2 of the places down. That just leaves 1 more to go, right? There's still just that random woman. But yeah, that's 2 places checked out. We gotta check 1 more, but it sounds like we're gonna be ending the endgame day here. Randy, I'm gonna throw you out the bus at this rate.
What a beautiful sunset. Yes, it is indeed beautiful. Almost overwhelmingly so.
After a day packed with walking around, this bus feels like a gift from Adios. Man, imagine we got our hands on our own car.
Yeah, I wouldn't count on that. I think the investigative division uses them now.
確か
If I recall correctly, I believe that each First Division detective has a private car prepared for them. Seriously?
それはさ
I understand special treatment, but that just seems excessive.
It's something like this that it really sucks to be the misfits.
Well, it's no use wishing for stuff we can't get. Besides, traveling on the highway is pretty good training, don't you think?
不本意です
Though I'm hesitant to agree, I can't deny it.
でも
I take it we will not be conducting any further investigations today, correct? Yeah, we can make our way to Mainz tomorrow. Like I said, let's head back for now and write up our reports. Roger. I think today was more exhausting than we were expecting.
You got that right, but man, it's all worth it to me an angel like Cecile. Alright, next out I'm gonna get her to hit the clubs with me.
You're persistent, Randy, I'll give you that. You gotta give him something, I guess. Not to mention, we even got to properly meet Joshua and Estelle for this time. Don't tell me. There it is again. The blue and white wolf. I think that has to be the divine wolf. Is it following us for some reason? Is it a friend or a foe? It seems to be like a friend. Lloyd and the others returned to the SSS that night and began compiling a report of the day's investigation. The newly found evidence, uncertainties, and theories were all discussed and organized in Sergei's convenience. And before they knew it, the clock struck midnight. Once finished, they returned to their respective rooms exhausted and fell asleep.
Wait, guy! What do you mean you're gonna go on a trip? Where are you even going?
The Prince Valley of Remifera. Don't worry, I should be back in a month or two. Might even be as short as 2 weeks, depending on how things go.
I get that, but you're a CBD detective, aren't you? Is it really okay for you to leave Crossbell for that long?
What's with the long face? Are you sad that your big brother's going away for a bit? Poor little Lloyd, you gonna be lonely here by yourself?
I'm perfectly fine my own. Why stop at 2 months? You can leave for 2 years for all I care.
Whoa, relax. I was just kidding. You see, the truth is, I'm not going to Remifera for fun. It's a top secret job, Lloyd.
Sounds fishy to me. I mean, top secret? What kind of secrets are we even talking about?
I knew you were gonna ask that. Well, I can't dive into specifics, but I'm in charge of escorting this cute little girl back to her home.
Huh?
The girl and I are escaping to Remifera, beautiful northern country. So tell me, just how jealous are you?
Escaping?
Okay, no more joking around. Ask the neighbors to look after you while I'm away. Make sure you get dinner and all that. Breakfast and lunch are your job, though.
I'm not kid. I can cook my own meals. Wait, that's beside the point. Cute little girl. Just what else are you trying to pull, guy? What are you gonna do if Cecile finds out about all this?
Huh? What's the seal have to do with any of this?
What does she... you're impossible. Could she possibly see in this massive idiot?
For your information, I've already discussed this with her.
What?
Yeah, there seems to be a little misunderstanding here, Lloyd. Even though I call it a trip, it's still very much police work. The girl's only years old, you know? A dream? Haven't thought about that in forever. It must have been around 12 when that happened. Or was it 13? If I remember correctly, after that... Huh?
Lloyd speaking.
Good, you're up. Have you finished that report yet?
Yes, sir. Yesterday's investigation is all written up.
Excellent. Now round up everyone and come to my office. You have guests.
Huh? Guest? Oh, you two. Excuse us, sir. You two. We've gotten some headway through it. Deputy Commander Bales.
Man, how did I know?
Good morning, you fella.
お疲れ様です
Morning, everyone.
おはようございます
It's nice to see you, Deputy Commander. Thought our guest might be you.
She just happened to drop by. Apparently she wants to hear about how your investigation is going.
Yeah, of course, but isn't this on pretty short notice?
We still haven't even been able to investigate Mains yet. I apologize, everyone. It wasn't my intention to rush you. The situation, however, has changed.
What do you mean?
Up until yesterday, the Guardian Force was conducting regular patrols and providing security to Mains. However, this morning it was decided that we're to issue a full withdrawal.
Huh? Why? You're withdrawing from the Guardsmen?
But it's only been 3 days since the last monster sighting. Correct. We had planned on providing security for at least another week. But the order came directly from the CGF commander. He claimed it was a waste of resources.
That's a bunch of bullshit. What?
He thinks protecting innocent civilians is a waste.
His job is literally protecting civilians, is it not? What the hell do you mean a waste of resources?
Never liked this spineless kick-ass.
You know him?
Oh yeah, when I was serving at Belgard Gate, I saw him loads of times. Basically, he's top dog at the Guardian Force and buddy-buddy with some Imperial faction big shot. He's more of a fan of whining and dining rather than actually doing his job.
The dude's job is literally protecting the people, ain't it?
So the rumors are true after all. However, wouldn't the CGF pulling out this early present a problem? It would be too dangerous. Yes, precisely. If the attacks were limited to one location, it might have been handed off to the guild. But unfortunately, the attacks cover too wide of an area. As Deputy Commander of the Crossbill Guardian Force, I can't turn a blind eye to this. The problem is that we weren't able to neutralize the monsters after 3 weeks of investigating. And despite the attacks happening all throughout Crossbell, the actual damages weren't all that serious. With that as pretext, the commander gave the order to cease all operations related to the matter immediately.
That's a bunch of bullshit. What the hell? So that's how it happened.
Oh, how rude of me. I still haven't introduced you yet, have I? This is Sergeant Major Sika. She's young, but extremely skilled in both combat and operating orbital vehicles. She serves as my aide-de-camp. I'm Noel Seeker. It's nice to officially meet you all.
It's nice to meet you too. Hold on. You said your last name was Seeker. I was about to say, hang on, that seems familiar. Seeker?
By any chance, I relate to Fran, one of the CPD reception.
That's what it was! I was thinking you also looked familiar. You are! I was gonna say, like, hang on, now that I look at you more, you look familiar, and yet I know that I've seen you before in an earlier cutscene, but hang on. Do you have a twin sister somehow?
I am. Fran's my little sister. A small world. I'm glad to know she has such dependable coworkers at the CPD.
I'd say she's the dependable one. She's really helped us out a lot already.
Huh, so you're that Sergeant Major I heard so much about. Sergeant Major Seeker, the young guard who's become Tangrim's shining beacon of hope.
I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I've heard about you too, Andy. The Belgard forces have had a lot to say. It's nice to finally put a face to the stories.
Guess my reputation precedes me.
What kind of stories are we talking about?
Primarily ones involving escapades with women, I assume.
You got me there. The guys were always jealous of my skills with ladies. I mean, I would be too if I were in their shoes.
I'll politely ask you to leave things at that, Orlando. So as you may be able to tell, we found ourselves in a problematic situation. I think now your investigation may be our only chance of making it through this. To be blunt, I'm grasping at straws here. I need to know what you found out.
Of course.
We were about to submit a report to the chief anyway, so we can brief you as well since you're here.
So, we're gonna need to explore Mains to get to the truth of the matter, I feel, but here's what we got so far.
That's that then. Well, Sonia, what do you think of my rookies?
They've exceeded my expectations. The legend of the Divine Wolves and how the culprits appeared on the roof of the St. Ursula Medical College. What do you make of all this, Sika? Honestly, I'm surprised. I guess a trained detective is just able to spot things we couldn't. It's more than simply their observation, Sika. It's an entire deductive process. Very well. It's decided then. I'll entrust the rest of the Mains investigation to the Special Support Section. With the four of you heading the operation, perhaps new, unexpected leads may come to light.
Understood. We'll continue our investigation as planned.
Doesn't this mean we'll be going against the CGF commander's orders, though?
Well, the orders I was given didn't specify you had to abandon the case as well. And if you happen to uncover a solid lead, it would give us more than enough reason to involve ourselves once more. So I trust you have no objections, yes?
Not at all, ma'am.
Very clever, Deputy Commander.
I like this woman. She knows how it works.
Just so you know, it seemed as if the monsters were able to predict our strategies and movements. Acting as a small team instead of a large unit is probably smarter. With luck, you may even be able to catch them unaware. At least that's what I hope.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up. If possible, I'd like to head over to Mainz ASAP.
Yes, that would be for the best. If you uncover anything substantial, contact my offer at Tangrim Gate. Okay, would you mind saving our other conversation for another day?
No complaints here. Be careful out there, you got it? Don't go pushing your luck.
You're one to talk. Sir, Seeker, let's go. Yes, ma'am. I'll be taking my leave.
I like those two. She sure is a busy woman.
Yes, she is. Apparently, she oversaw the entire withdrawal for troops from Mainz early this morning.
Real shame she's at the mercy of that incompetent sleazebag boss of hers. Not only that, she's gotta keep an constant eye on the Calvardian border. Basically, she's always drawing the short end of the stick.
I can only imagine. You know, the more I learned about Crosswell, the more I realized even the people who are super famous here, the ones that are claimed to be heroes, they got it rough here. I mean, Arios can't go see his own kid who's been blinded and is swamped, and I mean absolutely tsunami smothered swamped with work. And now we've got friggin' Seeker and friggin' and Bales. I forgot her name because I was so astonished of everything going on. But man, even the people who are popular here have tough. By the way, have you known the Deputy Commander for a while?
The two of you did seem quite comfortable with each other.
Come to think of it, Deputy Commander Bales was the one who recommended me here in the first place. What kind of relationship you hiding from us, boss? Calm down, she's just an old friend. More importantly, it's clear to me that your investigation yesterday really put you guys through the ringer. You still gotta head to Mainz, but don't tell me you're planning to hike all the way there on foot again.
Definitely not. Yesterday had some unique circumstances.
We intend to take the bus today whenever possible.
Oh, is that right? And here I thought you were following the Bracers example.
Bracer's example.
Yeah, what are you talking about? It's kind of their whole initiation thing. They have junior Bracers towards the surrounding area on foot. That way, they build up stamina, pile up loads of combat experience, and most importantly, get a lay of the land. 3 birds, 1 stone.
It does seem pretty effective.
That makes sense. No wonder they're so good at what they do.
Perhaps that is what Estelle and Joshua were doing when we met them yesterday. So they've already started their tour of Crossbow then. How diligent of them.
Those two have got an impressive amount of experience under their belts. I've even heard they were a big part of the effort to fix the whole fiasco that happened in Libro last year.
The Libro incident.
That was when the orbital powers suddenly shut down all across the country.
Real? That sounds pretty serious.
If they really are that skilled, then it makes sense they were able to wipe out those monsters so easily.
Hey, here in Crossbow, they're no more than rookies just like you. They might just surpass you before you know it though, so keep at it and try not to let them get too far ahead. If you take too long in this case, you can bet the guild's gonna swoop in.
We'll get to the bottom of it, sir. Let's head to Mainz as soon as we're ready. If we leave through the north exit, bus stop should be right ahead.
Let's resupply and double check our gear while we're here. I also advise checking the terminal before we leave.
Well, I guess we better get going.
Back to work. Hey, Fran, I found your sister. All right, we got 3 new quests. Inspection assistance wanted. Urgently requesting help with inspecting the train bound for the Empire. Take all the help I can get. Abandoned apartment monster cleanup. My apartment complex mansion as Imelda is crawling with monsters. I request aid from any capable exterminators. And Main's Mountain Path monster extermination. Dangerous monster Fall Eagle has been sighted on the side of the Main's Mountain Path. We ask that the special support section deal with this threat swiftly. The monster specializes in blinding attacks. Come prepared with eye drops. Short notice too. So apparently, what we might do right now is we're gonna obviously do side quests. However, apparently, I know I said I'm not gonna follow the guide, but I am gonna follow it for little extra scenes, I guess. And there are apparently a bunch of little extra scenes we can get right now, apparently. So, let's say we have a little walk around town. Let's first go to the Bracer Guild and let's see if we can find, yes!
Oh, hey, I remember you guys from yesterday. Hey there, Special Sports Section.
Hello, Estelle and Joshua.
Thank you for your assistance yesterday.
Still, honey.
What's up, Michael?
Oh, never mind. Let's just get back to our little meeting.
Okay.
Well, as you can see for yourselves, this is just the kind of person Estelle is. Like I said, though, I'd like if we could be friends and not let any disputes between our places of work come between us. Right, I'd like that too.
We look forward to working with you.
No. We'll be heading towards Amorica while we fulfill our request today. We're still not familiar with the area surrounding Crossville City, so I figured it'd be a good opportunity to solve that. That's a great idea. I doubt you two will have any trouble with the monsters out that way, but be safe regardless. Thanks, we will. We have the same voice as Lloyd. I know, don't we?
You guys look pretty busy yourselves. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again. Catch you guys later.
Anyway, anyhow, today I'm gonna be working you like hounds. If you think this will be easy, you got another thing coming, honey. Since Arios is busy with something outside Crossville, I'm gonna have you finish this one instead. I'm confident you'll see it through. Thanks for your help, sweeties.
You got it.
Just get this party started with some supplemental info for the job. Here's a list of work you're gonna be doing this time.
I should leave him alone. Arios Calvert, Scott Arabonia, Wenzel Arabonia, Lynn City Perimeter Patrol, Alia City Perimeter Patrol, Estelle and Joshua both on standby. No one up here. Sorry, I was looking at the guide here. So we had a little scene there. We apparently... What is my rank for fishing? I don't have an extra fish. Oh, okay. Guild managed to reel in another member yesterday. Her name's Estelle. She already was one before this little revelation. Are you kidding me? She fishes too?
Still doesn't have any brakes on her at all, does she?
Kind of find it funny. What? Why am I made just to suffer? Let's see, who else?
Put normal bullets over here and explosives over there. Maybe I should put them all in that big case. That way they'll all be a little easier to see. What do you think?
I don't even know where to start.
Those are extremely dangerous, Jingo. Maybe you should leave them alone. How are customers gonna know what to buy if it isn't on display?
Don't kill the customer, please.
Hey, you redhead. Ed. Hey, you redhead. You look like you know your way around the gun. You ever been in the military?
Huh? Well, I did spend some time in the CGF. But the Guardian Force isn't exactly classified as military, so I wouldn't call myself a soldier.
That's all redhead. That looks like he's fought some real old battles.
Can I help you with something?
No, don't worry about it. Sorry to bug you. Just give me a heads up if you need anything.
Wait. A tall redhead that looks like he's fought through some real battles.
Somebody called my name?
Wazzy!
Apologies over. Time to get down to work.
Work? What do you mean?
Wouldn't you like to know? It's a secret. Cough up some mirror and I might be willing to tell you some more. Maybe I'll just go ahead and close up the bar for the day.
Well, let's go see. What are interesting characters we can go see? Why not we go check out a certain somebody? There's two potential people I want to see if we can talk to. Can we talk to Grace? I think there was supposed to be a special scene that I could get with Grace, but I think I've missed it. I don't think it did anything important. I just missed it. Oh well. Okay, how about we go see... Actually, that brings up a good point. Now that I think about it, for some reason. I don't know... I don't even think I said anything to bring up a good point, but I want to try something. Can I... Damn it! And if I had to take a guess, by that same logic, I can't go down this way. Yep, damn it. That's lame. Whatever. We got some side quests we want to do right now, as well as I want to... Fran!
Sup, friend? You looking as cheery as ever.
Hi everyone, and thanks for asking, Randy. Noe came into headquarters earlier and hung out with me for a bit. She apparently came by yesterday, but we missed each other.
Oh yeah, she said you two were sisters. Sergeant Major Noelle Seeker, was it?
Pure recently introduced her. She seemed to be a very driven and professional person. Her personality is incredibly different from yours, Fran. You got that right. Full and dignified, yet still as cute as a button. My sister can really do it all, without even trying. I've admired her ever since we were little.
Sounds like you look up to your sister quite a bit.
I know that feeling.
No. Now you're gonna make me sad for you. Can I... Nope. Okay. Just wanted to check. Alright, in that case, what else do I want to check? I guess let's just do side quests for now, because apparently, looking at the side quest things, if I do all the side quests here, I might be able to get the next rank, which could give us give me a very handy item, potentially. So, let's do some side quests then. Chapter 1s. So we got inspection assistance wanted. I need to pull up the side quest guide, I just now realized. Let's see here. Where is the guides? Alright, inspection assistance wanted. Emergency requesting help with inspecting the train inbound for the Empire. So we need to go to Crossbell Station. I don't know why I wanted to pick you. Crossbell Station. It just occurs to me that I've never been in here before. This is the first time I'm looking inside here. Great job, me. The station never fails to amaze me. Has it really already been a month since I stepped off that train? Wow. Time really flies, doesn't it? And I believe the station's inspection officer was the one who submitted this request, right? Yeah, let's go ask him about it. Let's go upstairs. Not you. Is it this guy?
Looks like we're behind schedule.
Excuse me, but are you the inspection officer? We're here regarding your support request.
Oh, so you're in the special support section then. About time. Name's Quattro. I'm here on the assignment from the Imperial Army to work as the station's inspection officer. If you don't mind, I'd like to cut to the chase. Will you accept my request?
Of course. You can count on us, Quattro. Can you talk us through the specifics?
Very well. But then again...
Is something wrong?
Not necessarily. I just wasn't expecting to have to rely on such young people for assistance. Though I suppose it's better than if no one had showed up at all. Well, we offer up our help in this hour of need as stuck-up old geezer decides to talk down on us. You say something, Red?
I would advise you not to pay him any mind. Just to clarify, you submitted a request for assistance in an inspection.
That's correct. The train bound for Arabonia will be arriving any second now. Want your help in inspecting the interior of said train.
And by inspection, you mean we'll be looking for any passengers or luggage considered too dangerous for Erebonian territory, correct?
Precisely. I'll normally have to do this on my own, but I woke up with a torrent of sick leaves this morning. That's why I had to issue requests for help.
That makes sense. Conducting an inspection like this alone would take way too long.
Glad you understand. That makes things easier.
The Erebonia-bound passenger train will soon be arriving at the platform too. We ask that all passengers wishing to board the train will make their way to this platform.
There it is now. Once we're on the platform, I'll delve into the specifics of the job. Now then, follow me. Weep.
This wasn't exactly what I had in mind when we got this request.
I can't stand this dude's high and mighty attitude, but he is in a bind. Let's give him a hand.
So then, shall we head to platform 2?
Here we go.
Oi, oi. Excuse me.
Alright. Allow me to briefly explain the specifics of the task at hand.
Please do. We're all ears.
We'll be assigning each of you a car to inspect. You'll speak to every passenger, inspect their luggage, and verify the validity of their entry application. If by any chance you come across any passengers without an entry application or who are in possession of dangerous goods, they are to be detained immediately.
Okay, got it.
I'm fine with the whole inspection thing. What do we do if anyone's not in their seat during the check? I kinda get the feeling like a bunch of amateurs like us might not be able to cover everybody. Not to worry, we've got that covered. Passengers are not permitted to move about the cars for the duration of the inspection. It's a rule that was put in place because we'd occasionally get crafty sorts trying to dodge the inspection by shuffling around.
You're certainly strict. Alright, I think I've got the idea now. Although, I'm a little bothered that each person has to inspect their own car. Randy and I will definitely be fine on our own, but what about Ellie and Tio? Really? This is the moment you decide to start worrying about us? Might I remind you that I'm a police officer as well? My hand-to-hand skills are more than satisfactory. I will kill somebody.
Come on, man, come on, Lloyd. You should know by now that these gals ain't some dainty damsels. You gotta get that through that sick skull of yours already.
I don't want to be hearing shit from you, Randy. Fair point, sorry.
That said, are you already commenced your inspection?
Let's do it. Yes, understood.
Yeah, good, you are ready. Very well, without further ado, let's begin the inspection. I'll inspect the first car, so please divide the remaining cars among yourselves.
In that case, I'll take the second car. Ellie, Tio, and Randy, take the following 3 cars in that exact order.
Roger.
Understood. See you later then.
Let me remind you that this task will require your full attention.
Alright, so this is my car then. Alright, I've got a train to inspect. Okay. Sure are a lot of travelers here. Can't say I'm surprised. And you make sure to be polite while questioning each person. Okay, this guide is honestly kind of strange in its specifications and how to... Gonna be real, this guide is not making a whole lot of sense on how I want to do this, but here's what the guide says. Speak with all the NPCs on the train. Speak first to the group of 3 before talking with the one with purple hair. He must be last. So when you say purple hair, this guy? When you say group of 3, you must be talking to this family. Because this is the only group of 3. Excuse me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers?
Inspector you are. Very well.
Hey, why haven't we left yet? Waiting is boring.
Sweet Adios, was this child ever learn patience? Pardon my son.
That's no big deal. Sorry, it'll be a little while longer. Can you be a good kid for just a little bit longer while we finish up our job?
I guess.
That's all. I should try to wrap this up quickly. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Thank you for your cooperation.
Good to hear.
Mister, can you pinky promise me you'll hurry and let the train leave? Hey, you can't just... What am I going to do with you?
So, before talking with... So, apparently talk to everybody else. Wait, this guy technically has purple hair too. Guide, you kind of suck. Excuse me, I'm one of the assistant inspectors. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers?
An inspection? I suppose that's fine.
What? No way. I have all my paintings in my luggage, you know?
Good point. Sorry, but you had the lady.
No, hold on, you can't just refuse. It doesn't work like that. It's regulation, so please work with me. I'll show the utmost consideration when inspecting your delicates.
So he says.
Yeah, you better, mister.
This is harder than it looks. All your luggage and carry-ons look good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome.
Now scram.
Bruh.
I feel like I need to make a second save here. When it says purple hair, I have to assume it's talking about this guy and not this guy. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers?
Inspector, not every day you see one in such a casual get-up. Anyway, what's the issue? You find it strange that a woman is traveling alone, is that it?
What? No, that's not it.
For your information, I wanted nothing more than to go with my boyfriend. But since he dumped me out of the blue, I had no choice but to come alone. But that won't stop me. I'm going to find myself a rich noble boyfriend somewhere in the Empire.
I didn't mean to trigger the story. Well, nothing I can do about it. I'll just listen to her while I finish up the inspection.
You get it, don't you? Wasn't that, like, so rude of him?
Yeah, a real jerk. By the way, your luggage and papers are all good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation. You okay?
No, it's fine. It's just, it was refreshing spilling out my heart to you. I can't remember the last time someone listened to my problems. Say, if you want to, why don't we run away to Erebonia to get...
Sorry, I have a job to do. It's nice meeting you. Hi there.
Oh, inspector, you say? How am I supposed to buy that? Proof! I managed to see proof.
I don't know. What do I do? Wait, this should work. Take a look at this. Detective notebook. I'm from the Crossbell Police Department, Special Support Section. We're assisting with inspections today.
Please. Guess that checks out. No, doing this is kind of misleading. Well, whatever. Get it over with.
Thanks. All your luggage and carry-ons looked good and follow our regulations. Thank you for your cooperation.
Skip the pleasantries and just hurry the inspection up. I'm kind of in a rush.
Yeah, not too much longer. I've talked to everybody else. Okay, just gotta talk to this guy now. Pardon me, I'm an assistant inspector. I apologize for the inconvenience, but would you mind me checking your luggage and entry papers?
Yeah, of course. Just one moment.
Are you okay?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just the deep green foliage of the Nox forest is incredibly charming. Knowing that, I couldn't help but feel a bit giddy about departing.
Sounds like you have a nice hobby there.
Oops, I accidentally wasted your time, didn't I? Inspection, was it?
Oh, yeah, that's right. If you'll excuse me then. Alright, your luggage and papers look good to go. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you for your dedication. Anyway, I'm looking forward to when we finally leave the station.
That should be the last of the passengers. I didn't notice anything suspicious, so I should regroup with the others and report to Mr. Quattro. It was kind of nerve-wracking doing these inspections for the first time. I didn't overlook anyone, did I? Okay, so apparently what I need to do here is talk with the group of 3 once more.
Mom, can I go explore the rest of the train cars? No, you can't. Now sit still until the inspection's end.
Listen to your mother, son. You don't want to annoy the inspector.
But the guy sitting over there came from the car in front of ours, so why can't I go too?
The front train car? Would that be the one Mr. Quattro's inspecting? He might have just had some business with the conductor. No, wait a sec. Maybe he changed cars after the inspections began. Sir?
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing the beautiful scenery during the ride. Can't we leave already?
Excuse me, sir. Do you have a minute?
Oh, what's wrong? I thought the inspection already ended.
It had, but something's been bothering me. With your permission, may I redo the inspection?
Yeah, sure, I don't mind. Forget to check something? Here's my luggage and entry papers.
Oh no, I won't be the one conducting the inspection. I'm planning on asking the official inspector, Mr. Quattro, to do it.
Quattro, why? Aren't you more than capable of doing a silly little inspection?
So you do know him?
No, you see,
Quattro laid down some ground rules before we began the inspections. One that stood out to me was you may not move to another car during inspections.
of course I know that. Are you implying I broke that rule?
Yes, I am. Hate to break it to you, but I have a witness. That rowdy boy sitting over there saw you entering from the car up front.
That's preposterous. There's gotta be some kind of mistake, right?
I'm sure we can confirm the boy's statement if we ask the train conductor. The question still stands. Why would you transfer cars? If things went according to plan, you would have been inspected by Quattro. In spite of the rules, you snuck away onto this train car. The only logical conclusion is that you didn't want Quattro to see you. Am I wrong?
Please, I'm begging you, overlook this. I just want to have a fun little trip. Yeah, that's all it is. Look, you said my papers are good to go, didn't you? If that's the case.
Then it should be fine if Quattro double checks them, right?
No, please.
I don't know all the details, but as long as I'm working as an assistant inspector, I can't ignore any suspicious behavior. I'll need you to come with me.
Fine.
The man has falsified his immigration papers.
Falsified? How so?
So you mean to say he lied about his personal history?
Correct. He's a former swindler from Calvert. The guy likes to bounce around. I've had a run-in with him before when he tried to conceal his criminal record on the same application. This marks the second time I've caught him. Good grief, this man's a fool. A former swindler. If he's not swindling anyone, what's he up to now? Now that his prison sentence in Calvert is up, looks like he's trying to lead an honest life. The frauds he committed were relatively small in scale, so apparently he wasn't given too heavy of a sentence.
It's unfortunate, though. A criminal record will follow someone for the rest of their lives. That's probably why he felt the need to falsify his documents. If immigration papers show a criminal record, your ability to travel is heavily restricted.
If only I hadn't gone and committed fraud. I'm sure he regrets his crimes, but he chose this life when he broke the law. Committing crimes will burden you for the rest of your life, and the world will be a better place if more people understood that.
So what's going to happen to this man?
I've detained him in my office for the time being. I'll give him a stern warning, then ship him back off to Calvert. It's nothing out of the ordinary for me.
Yeah, I guess there's no other choice.
At any rate, we successfully completed our inspection without incident. We're a bit behind schedule, but we should be able to see this train off safely now. I believe I owe the special support section a proper thank you, don't I? I'll be sure to give you a ring next time I need help.
It was our pleasure. We learned a lot helping out with this request. Feel free to give us a call if you ever need our help again.
I think I'll take you up on that offer.
Well, seems like that went well. Phew, that was a lot harder than I was anticipating.
You can say that again. Although Tio's probably the most exhausted among us.
Why you say that?
People thought she was some kind of mascot for the train station and kept smothering her.
Mascot? Are you alright, Tio? Don't tell me you're so traumatized that you can no longer speak.
No, not quite. I am simply experiencing some mental fatigue. I should recover in a bit. Can we leave, please?
Yeah, sure. I hope you aren't straining yourself too hard, Tio. Damn. So apparently, if I did that correctly, I'm gonna go turn in this quest by itself right away because I want to make sure I did this correctly. But if I did it correctly, I should have gotten bonus DP from that. Bonus DP, yep, 2 DP, so total for 5. Correct. All right, we got it. Just want to make sure. Also, while we're at it, there's actually something else I forgot to do. We can go up the top and feed the cat fish now. Fish. Apparently the guide said that it doesn't matter what fish you give him, just give him fish. And apparently it gives it different things depending on what you give them. It only gave me an idea of what it gave for the 4 fish, but let's see what happens if I give it... You want Pearl Glass? Hit 1.
Giving us a gift, huh?
Apparently the cat is a... Apparently you need a... The guide was telling me you should probably feed the cat every chapter, so... I don't know what that entails, but... What it will entail, if it... Like, what it'll give us, is what I should say. Anyways, we got more side quests. No, it's not side quests. Side questing to do. The abandoned monster camp cleanup. Apparently, we want to make sure we have at least 1 battle scope, is what the guy, my side quest guide is telling me. So let me make sure I have 10 battle scopes. We're more than good for this. Okay. Back alley and go to Imelda's shop. Okay. Let's go here. Howdy.
So you came, after all, special support section.
Good morning, ma'am. You must be Imelda.
Indeed I am. I see quite a few youngsters have come to help, huh? Let me get a good look at you.
Imelda began to analyze each member from head to toe. Wow, is it just me or is her face massive?
Lloyd, shush. But I will say she certainly has quite the presence. Not that that comes as a surprise. She's practically a cross-balanced celebrity. Excuse us, Imelda. Your support request mentioned that monsters are running loose in your apartment complex, right?
It ain't right here in the city. That could turn ugly real quick.
It certainly could. She's not seemed very concerned, does she?
Hey, this lady's got nerves of steel.
So, kids, will you take care of them?
I shall.
Wonderful. Shall we talk business then?
Sure. Could you give us the details?
Well, as I'm sure you know, I own quite a bit of land and property in the city. The apartment complex in question is called a Mansion Imelda, named after yours truly. It's in the downtown district in a spot that's a bit tucked away.
In a downtown district, huh?
I'm sure it's a mess, leaving a place like that unchecked. It's no wonder you ended up with a monster problem.
Exactly right. Those pests never fail to crawl out of the woodwork the second your back's turned. If you don't tidy up the place, I doubt the property will last another week. All I ask is that you go in, track them down, and eviscerate them. Simple as that.
Yes, ma'am. Sounds like it's just another straightforward extermination for us.
The situation could escalate if we leave them be. Let's make sure we're thorough. I suppose I should give you this too.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Downtown district then.
Here we go. Let's head on over. So, where is Mansion Imelda? Is this it? It is. Currently unmanaged. This seems to be the apartment Imelda was talking about.
It certainly looks unmanaged, and it's covered in dust too. Shall we enter the premises?
Yeah, hold on a sec. I'll unlock the door. Okay, we're clear to go in. Stay on guard, everyone. There may be monsters roaming around.
Alright, let's kick some ass and take some names.
I feel like I want to save. Hello? Alright, we made it in. We don't know what lies ahead, so be careful.
Man, get a load of all the dust piled up in here. Not to mention this place is freaking huge.
What's that sound?
It seems like the kind of place you'd find monsters. Indeed, I sense they've been running amok in here.
Our request explicitly stated that our job was to exterminate them, so we'll have to take out all the monsters in here. Stay sharp, everyone. Got it. Ooh, okay.
始めましょう。できます。
Mosquitoes and garum rats.
岩石を監視します。入手しました。
And then we'll do a battle scope. There we go. Kill! I love seeing all the stat effects that just get randomly applied. Hello there.
先生可能。始めましょう。
We got yet another new enemy. The Dartgnaw. Highway monster that stuns enemies with an electric organ in its mouth.
チャンスです。
Murder everything. Kill.
良いデータが取れました。
This is also getting us a lot of experience too. Oop, treasure chest. Give it to me. Sepith. Let's play hide and seek. You hide something valuable in me and go seek therapy for your kleptomania. Damn. Thanks, game. Got gun. There's something very entertaining to me about the fact you can just shoot enemies. I want to see if I can get the jump on this guy. Got it.
よーし一気に行くぞ。
行きます。
Kill.
畳みかけるぞ。
Murder, maim, and slaughter.
上出来だ。
More Sepith. The chest joins your party. Its movement is 0, however, so it will wait here. Yeah. Just making sure.
チャンスだ。よし畳みかけるぞ。
Murder.
よし上出来だ。
Long barrel. Ooh. Yeah. Imelda appears to have left a voice recorder in the chest. The chests in this game are so much better, I feel already. They have more relevancy and silliness to them than they did in the first 3 games. And the first 3 games already had pretty good. Oh yeah, long barrel. Firing range of orbital guns. That's only relevant to friggin' Ellie. Got it.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。
わかりました。チャンスです。皆さん
Kill.
お願いします。良いデータが取れ
Alright,
ました。
that should be everything in here, right? As far as I can tell, that was everything. How many save? I've taken 58. Did we manage to clear them all out? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure we've covered all the rooms. Let me just make sure here. But just to be safe, let's do a quick loop around before and make sure we didn't miss anything.
Roger that.
A sound plan.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Hey, you punks, how do you think you're doing running around like you own the damn place?
Huh? What the?
Care to explain what a bunch of cops are doing so close to this turf?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Oh, it's just you.
I guess this apartment building is pretty close to your base, isn't it? What's up with him?
Get a load of you guys. You look like a bunch of dust bunnies.
Oh, I suppose you are, right? We couldn't help it. We've been fighting monsters in a dusty den.
Monsters, huh? Looks like they like to make nests out of the abandoned buildings around here. Nothing new to me.
Infestations like this are common.
Yeah, I figured this wasn't the safest area to be living in.
Hey, you guys hear something?
All that ruckus and you haven't even finished the job yet.
Wait, what are you talking about? We've gone over all the rooms already.
It just occurred to me. There's a strong chance that monsters have bred inside here. Truth be told, that was something I sensed all along. It should be located quite deep inside the apartment.
I see.
You figured that out just now? This is why you're a bunch of trash-tier cops. Why don't you drag your asses back to the city and patrol something a little safer?
How you doing? Wait, where are you going? Hold on a minute. What do you think you're... Wald? Wald?
Is he heading for the nest Teo talked about?
Given what he's like, I presume he went to eliminate the monsters making noise in his turf.
You think you'll be fine on his own?
Wald may be freakishly strong, but it's too dangerous to handle by himself. Hey, Ellie, Teo. Sorry to... Hey, but can I leave you two to watch the entrance? Based on his history, I don't see him handling this with much finesse. We may end up with some startled monsters making a break for it.
Understood. We'll stay on guard. Will you two be going in to get Wald out?
Yeah, we'll just go check in on him.
Probably the safest bet. Probably get a move on Lloyd. Don't want to be late to the show.
Right. I see now why the guide said to bring these two. Or to bring Balska.
Found you!
Bro. I feel so much weaker. Bro, they're not getting experience either. A wooden crate. Looks like this thing was blocking out the rooms leading deeper inside.
Well, it's not in the way anymore, so let's get going.
Yeah, just give me a second. Hey there, buddy. Oh, it's getting bad in here. Strength up! Bro, you missed! Ow. Easy peasy. Level ups. Sprinters. You know, I used to contain a bottle of Grand Chardonnay. I wonder what became of it. Last I heard, it ended up in Liberal. Nah. Not the Grand Chardonnay. Friggin' Olivier. Even when he's not in the game, he has a lasting impression. Gosh dang it, Olivier. Bruh. Are they just eternal through loading screens? Slice him. Bruh. Nice. Oh, he even gave me a battle scope. Nice. Thanks, game. Something that came from the room ahead.
Damn it. Sounds like you're having a hell of a time in there, doesn't it?
This is exactly why I didn't want him to rush in there alone. Cover me, Randy.
You got it.
Well, don't cover me quite yet. I want to explore. Ah, crap. Ah. Oh, they don't do any damage, though. Ow. They don't do enough damage to be a threat, really. I'll do. Ow. Counter. Counter! Just want to make sure I got that. This is a mimic chest, so. Hello, monsters. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Let's go for... Can I not hit all three? No. Fiber coat. You check the chest and find this text box. It is a very good text box, I assure you. Very well written. I'm sure it is, game. Alright. Before we head in there, let's heal up with some, Alright, we're good. What the? Yeah. Screw you! Wald, you got yourself in a bit of trouble. Wald, don't push yourself.
We're gonna help you, man.
The hell you got yourself into, man? Oh, hell. They're going straight for him. I have an idea. First of all, we're going to battle scope the big boy here. The Superior Mosquito. Boss of the Mosquito Horde. Sprays a sick fluid, bodily fluids to mill away anything in the way. Okay. In that case, I got an idea. Crimson Gale! That didn't do any damage to it. I'm gonna be real with you. Counter. That'll do. Perfect. And it calls for allies. Great. Thanks, bro. I got Stone Spike. No, get away from me, you idiot. Heal him. I'll take it. Antidote, I got plenty of these. I don't know why I have an infinite amount of those, but I'll take it. The fort. Tiger! Keep it lowered. Good.
Not good. Pain.
This damn bug's giving me the most trouble out of anything so far. Courage.
Counter.
I should be able to just take it out like this.
You.
Bag of tricks.
Phew, those things were actually pretty tough.
Yeah, really shows how much we rely on Tio and Ellie's support, doesn't it?
You right?
More importantly, are you okay, Walt?
What the hell? Did I ask you dumbasses to interrupt my fight? You think I'm some kind of weakling? Huh?
Do you really want to pick a fight with us here?
Well, it's not that I was expecting a lot of gratitude coming from this jackass anyway.
Are you two okay? We heard a horribly loud noise from outside.
Yeah, we're good. Did manage to bail a certain goon out of a tight spot, though. Excuse me, Red. You asked to get your skull cracked open?
One moment, please. I no longer detect the presence of any monsters.
Really? That's what I thought.
Oh yeah, does seem a lot quieter, doesn't it? That's because we took out the head honcho of this place. How pathetic. So this is how it all ends, huh?
What do you mean, Walt?
Your bugs manager ruined my fun. Can I head back to the base and have a date with a bottle of booze? Oh, don't get it in your head that you can just run around the downtown district doing whatever you damn well please. This is our turf, so if you've done your job, then get the hell out of here.
Bro, I was just doing my damn job.
He needs to find a better way to hide his embarrassment.
Man, that guy's never gonna change, is he?
Well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it. Anyway, I think we managed to clear the monsters, so let's head back to Imelda and give her the good news.
After you.
Oh, so you managed after all. The special support section kids proved much more capable than I thought. You were clumsy, but you did what had to be done. Bravo indeed.
Thanks, I guess?
Oh, the fun. For that many monsters have nested there, you must have been neglecting that place for years.
Indeed, you may want to invest much more effort into management if you wish to keep your property safe. But on the bright side, you're free to start renting out rooms. If people began to move in, I doubt you'd have to call pest control again.
I suppose you're right. I was thinking about how much longer I should wait to open up Mansion Imelda's doors.
How much longer? What do you mean?
You see, dear, downtown rent is dirt cheap, so I was merely biding my time, waiting for the land value to go up a bit more. When it comes to real estate matters, you ought to trust in my judgment. I'm Imelda, one of the top land-owning titans in all of Crossbell, after all. That rundown apartment complex is just the tip of the iceberg. I manage scores of property in the city that'll flip when the market is right.
Do you mean to say that you're one of the major real estate tycoons? Wait, is this place just her side business?
Madame Imelda has a famous name in Crossbell and high society. I heard she's incredibly wealthy.
Damn, really? I could tell she wasn't your ordinary old biddy.
One of the downsides of managing all of these properties is the monsters that crop up if you leave any of them unattended for too long. You know what?
go ahead and hold on to the Mountain of Melody for a while. If you have a good time, do be a dear and give it a good scrubbing. As cunning as always.
Can we get back to work? The longer we're here, the more I can feel a headache coming on.
Yes, I would love to.
Wait, are you telling me... Hang on. Okay, first of all, we're gonna turn in the side quest, obviously. Because we need to see how much side points we're getting.
それでわわ大変でしたねでは
Oh, good. But I want to see this. Are you literally just telling us we have a new farming location I can get experience at? If so, I really like that, because that area seemed to give a good chunk of experience. And the enemies there were pretty easy to deal with and had plenty of spots where I can easily ambush them. Using a good old alley. I want to go back and check real quick. I'm realizing this episode is going to become much longer than the rest, but I've gotten kind of too far deep into this now. Now, I'm not seeing any monsters. Hello? That's just kind of sad. There's not even monsters here to fight. Nah, you made me think I had a new spot to farm monsters. Damn it, game. Anyways, there's still one more path. The Main's Mountain Path of Monster Extermination. A short path, a short request. Actually, it sounds like we might have 2 side quests here still remaining. Well, let's first off, I do want to make sure I have a place where I can farm for experience and stuff. So let's head towards the Main's Mountain Path. So we're gonna go ahead and save the game here. Not end. But we need to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. Is it this way? Incorrect. Is it this way? Yes, it is. So, what problem are we gonna have with it? Hmm? What's wrong, Tio?
もしかして
Do you hear something again?
はい
Yes, I will try increasing my sensitivity levels again.
アクセス
Come on. I can hear it that time. Wait.
かすかにだけど
I could barely just hear it, but it was unmistakable.
Yep, no question. That was a howl. Good thing Tiyota has sharp ears, we would have never noticed.
Yeah,
やはり今
I was able to determine that the howl originated in the direction of the mountain path. Approximately 4 cells northwest.
It's about halfway through the path, isn't it?
Oh man, here we go again.
Well, forget the bus. Ellie, Tio, I'm sorry. I know you suffered more than enough yesterday.
It's okay, Lloyd. I understand.
これも巡り合わせ
I'm beginning to think this is just our fate.
私も大
I
丈
will
夫
survive.
それに
Also, that howl struck me as being some kind of message.
Message. How so?
You thinking it was a threat, maybe?
いいえ
No, it was not threatening,
はっ
rather.
きりとした
Rather, it seemed filled with purpose.
すみません
I'm sorry. I'm having difficulty finding an appropriate way to describe it.
That's okay. Anyway, there's a good chance it'll try to escape if the CGF steps in. Let's see if we can track it down on our own.
そうね
Yes,
頑張りましょう
Tio's analysis has given us a solid lead.
本格的に賛同
We'll be
して
traveling on rough terrain, so we should prepare before we leave.
Definitely. We should also finish up any support request. Once we're ready, we can begin searching the mountain path.
Alrighty, let's wrap things up and have ourselves a nice fun hike, huh?
So there apparently... Okay, why not we do the other side quest here? Because there's apparently a second side quest here. And we're apparently going to need a lot of money. Ahead of time, I'm going to do something. We're going to exchange... whoopsie daisy. I want 200 medals. Or tokens, whatever. I don't think I needed that much, but I did it anyways. So we're gonna need to go to East Street first off, because we're doing a side quest here. Again, I'm mostly doing all these side quests in order to make sure I have, again, just an easy time of farming when I'm outside recording. And apparently, if I can farm correctly, then I might have an item that'll make farming very easy.
Guys, listen to this. It's absolutely cute if a customer's been coming by these days. Her name's Rixia, and she apparently has just moved here recently. The best part is we're the same age. How will we become friends?
This is bad. Who would have thought they'd sell out? Wait, don't you guys work for... Anyway, did you happen to purchase one of those Mishi plushes that were being sold earlier this month? And so, would you be okay with selling it to me?
Huh? A Mishi plush? What are you talking about?
Mishi is the official mascot of Mishalam. I seem to remember Tio being an avid collector of his goods. You are correct. I have not purchased the new Mishi plush yet, unfortunately.
Oh, you're a fan too? Truth be told, my son is especially fond of him. And thus we travel here from afar to collect a new plush for him. There's just one problem, though. By the time I went to the department store in Central Square, it was already sold out.
Wow, they managed to sell at an apartment store? Are they that popular?
Indeed they are. A campaign to sell limited time merchandise began recently. A new item is offered each month and some are exceedingly popular. This month's item is the Mishi plush. Its charm lies in its size as it fits in the palm of your hand.
Without skipping a beat, Tio-Ta manages to pull all the info we need from her database of her brain. You know, now that you mention it, I remember seeing her feline friend being offered as a prize at the casino. Not really interested in plushies, so I didn't pay much attention at the time. Especially when all the other prices they had were so eye-catching, you know? Really? Well, I'm not one to gamble, so going to the casino would be a little conflicting for me. I hate to ask this of you, but would you be willing to go and win this plush for me? I'll be sure to pay you for your efforts. Please help me.
I don't know about you guys, but it feels off-brand to hit a casino for a support request.
This technically isn't an official request. As long as we're doing it as a personal favor, we're unlikely to have any issues. As long as you know who doesn't go overboard.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Come on, guys. We're out to the casino.
Somebody is impatient. Please do not tell us you fabricated your claims as an excuse to visit the casino.
If that's the case, Randy, guess who gets to die? Oh, right. I have a fast travel. I completely forget that all the time. I'm going to be real with you. I need to learn to use that more often.
Welcome to Barca Casino. Oh, hi, Randy. Welcome back.
Well, hello to you too, Cherry. Mind if I ask you a quick little question? You have a Mishi plush you give out here as a prize, right?
Yep, it's our cheapest prize. But since Mishi is so popular, they tend to disappear pretty quickly. Maybe I should restock them sometime today. Although, I would never would have expected you to be interested, Randy. Aren't you the cutest little thing?
You think so? Anyway, see? Told you guys I wasn't yanking your chains.
I suppose you're right, this time. Lloyd, our client is in a dire situation. It is our duty to retrieve the target.
Yeah, you have a point. Is it just me, or have Tio's eyes been sparkling ever since Mishi was first mentioned? I will buy two. Let's go to East Street. I got you your plushie. I also got Tio1.
No way. Is that what I think it is? You actually managed to get that Mishi plush? I can't believe you got one. Could I please have it? Please?
Here you go. Yeah, it's all yours. Fortunately enough, it wasn't too difficult to get. Here you go.
It really is. It's a Mishi plush. You see that, Kurt? Your dad went and got your beloved Mishi.
Wow, it's Missy. It's really him. I can't believe it.
Oh, thank you, everyone. You made my boy as happy as can be. I have to think about how I'm going to repay you. let's see. Oh, I've got it. It's not much, but I hope you'll accept it.
Thanks. Really though, it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah, doing a request of that caliber is a piece of cake. I would have been able to score enough cash to build an art gallery had I been given enough time, but a certain Missy put a stop to that.
Ahem. Well, shall we return to our duties? Understood. I expect Randy will expend an equal amount of energy the next time a similar opportunity arises.
Just you try and stop me.
We long for the Mishi. Alright, let's go see if this side quest has given me what I wish for, which is enough enough to level me up.
それではおめでとう
Yes! The Septium Vein Quartz!
特典の品もお疲れさん
That is what I wanted. That's what I was looking for. That's what it's all about.
So, let us make sure of something before we're hitting the wrong buttons, gamers. We actually might be... there might be... Okay, let me do one more check. This side quest guide for Chapter 1 says the quests available in Chapter 1 are the overdue book retrieval, the hunting for ingredients, the assistance with new service, the search for the kitten's owner, inspection assistance wanted, the abandoned apartment monster cleanup, the Maine's Mountain Path monster extermination, which we will be doing on our way over towards the next area, towards the story, and the We Long for Mishi. Aside from the Maine's Mountain Path monster extermination quest, we have done every other side quest available in Chapter 1. So we're going to quickly go ahead and save here. We're not going to end it just yet, because... well, I could end it just yet. First of all, I want to see who gets the quartz. Septium Vein increases all types of sepith dropped by enemies by 1 to 2. Now, I wonder if this works with killing enemies out in the field. If it does, that's pretty interesting. And I also wonder if they changed it so that it works a slight bit different. Whatever. I'm going to give it to you for now. It does remove your shield, but I think that's fine considering shield removes your ATS now I think about it. And now that I think about it, you should be having shield when I'm going to give it to you. Sorry. I'll also give impede to... yeah, I can give you impede. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I maxed out everyone's slot capacity. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. I just realized. Whoops, sorry. I did that. This is the wrong way. Can I still not go through the other directions? I just want to try one more time. I keep forgetting I have a fast travel. Gosh dang it. I can't go down Ursula Road. I can fast travel outside the paths. That's very interesting to me. I like it. It's just very interesting to me. Well, let's just take a quick exploration look of what the mountain pass looks like. There's a Crossbell Cathedral. Can I go? I can. Wait, I was kind of joking. I didn't think it would let me. I got a big old place here, don't they? Oh. Kirli's Guy Bannings. I wonder if there's any other graves that we can examine for people's names. No. Imagine there was a name we could actually examine here.
Do forgive me, I hadn't noticed you. I tend to lose track of my surroundings when I'm praying.
Any? This big grave here seems pretty important. O sweet lambs born beneath the bell, may you sleep forever peacefully. Let the golden light shine betwixt the pure clouds, lead thy souls above to the great blue sky, that they may return once more to the goddess's loving embrace. Interesting. Is there any items back here? I'm realizing that I'm now just asking if I can rob the church of items, but does the church have items I can rob? Anything you got for me to yoink?
Wait a second. I swear I've seen this sister somewhere before.
This is interesting.
Hold on. Are you by any chance Lloyd? Lloyd Bannings?
You know me.
Friend of yours?
Wait, Sister Marble.
It's wonderful to see you again, Lloyd. And the young lady next to you must be Ellie, right? Look at you two, all grown up now.
I knew I recognized you. It really has been a while, Sister Marble. Huh. You know her too, Ellie.
I do. Sister Marble was my teacher when I attended Sunday school. I believe I recall that you and Ellie are close in age, but how could you two have taken classes from the same sister but never met each other before starting the SSS? But Crossville City is so large, each district has its own Sunday school class on different days of the week.
Doesn't that not make it Sunday?
These two are in different classes, you see.
Makes sense to me.
It doesn't to me.
It's sort of strange if you think about it. We could have been childhood friends, Lloyd.
You're right. We just barely missed each other, it seems. So, Sister Marble, how'd you manage to recognize us after all these years?
What kind of question is that? I have yet to forget a single student who's ever been in any of my classes. Besides, the two of you in particular stood out from the rest. How so? Let's see here. Poor Lloyd was spoiled beyond belief and always clung to Cecile. And it was surprising just how much little Ellie knew about topics related to the birds and bees.
Come again?
I really appreciate this highly educational history lesson, teacher. You got any other interesting chapter in these kiddos' lives we should know about?
I know plenty. Let's see.
Come on, give us a break.
Seriously, no more. Oh, I'm just teasing. What a shame. Anyway, I'm happy to see you both of you again. Please drop by whenever you want. I can brew some tea and we can reminisce.
You can count on it. Excuse me? Septian Church. Wolf-like monsters. Steam Nintendo Journey. Thanks, Ellie. I have my gun back. I don't know why, there's something very satisfying about just being able to freely shoot. I want to see if I can find this monster. Well, you know, is it on the main path? Let me just get chests. How about that? Blind. Tell you what, if you promise you'll never open another chest again, I'll forgive you for this one. Well, but you're just never gonna forgive me then. Also, it occurs to me, how did I forget to equip these? It gives me movement. I kind of want to give movement to... Yeah, I want to give movement to Randy, because he's the one who... Randy and Lloyd are the ones who need movement the most. I also forgot to equip these things on them. Thanks, me. I would argue it's best for the frail ones to have the best armor. I really need to improve my armor situation. But I'll do that on my own time. Because... Sorry, I wanted to run all the way back before I said anything. But I realized how long of a journey that would be and it would make it awkward. I also have a fast travel. Anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here for today. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you all later. Peace.